heart with joy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy C4, and this is a series I'm coming up with called The Dying Industry, and it's just going to be about how, to me, gaming is slowly but surely dying. This episode is going to be about the lack of effort put into video games. I just see so much of the same old stuff this generation just being repackaged over and over and over and over again. And I know it's mostly due to the fact that it sells, because there are a lot of tools out there. I'm going to make a video later on talking about tools versus gamers. But it's becoming gaming right now. I haven't been on my Xbox 360 in a long time. And it's due to the simple fact that it's really not much to play. And I'm not saying that the 360 has nothing to play and another system does. I'm not saying that at all. It's just the market right now. It's really nothing there. And what is coming out is pretty much more of the same. It's like, where is the originality? Where is the creativity? It seemed like for the past couple of years, all we just been getting was first-person shooter after first-person shooter. Shoot this, shoot that, move on. Shoot this, shoot that, move on. Video gaming now is becoming so repetitive. It's kind of sad, but in reality, a lot of these indie games and arcade games that have smaller, lower budgets are being more creative than these budgets where they got 60 and 70 million dollars to make them. And that's kind of becoming quite annoying to me. I am a gamer, been gaming for a very long time, but video gaming now is becoming redundant. It's like nothing innovative, nothing new. I mean, sure, you got your Connect games and your, I can't say move games because most of those move games you can play with a 6-axis controller. But, you got your Wii and whatnot where they got the motion gaming in, and that's cool. But those games where they master that are far and few, But gaming as a whole is just becoming so redundant. It's kind of like nothing with substance there anymore, They come out with these $60 games, and it's like you play it for 4, maybe 5 hours, and you're done. And the game becomes about as useful as a coaster, You play a game like God of War or Heavy Rain, and you beat it within like 4 to 6 hours, and the replay value is next to zero, and this is just from my point of view, It's been like a lot of games this generation that have like so much hype behind them and so much money that's being put into them to be made, and the replay value is next to zero, and the gameplay time is next to nothing. You pay $60. And you get a game that can be beaten in one evening. Where is the branching paths in video games? I haven't seen too many of those. Sure, we got the usual EA stuff where you got your good, your bad, and your neutral comments you can make. But where are the games where you create your characters and you have branching paths that can totally change the outcome of the game? And this is for console gaming. I know, on computer games you got your MMOs and all that other stuff, but this is for console gaming. I mean, where is the creativity at? I'm not seeing it this generation. All I'm seeing is Call of Duty after Call of Duty, Gears of War after Gears of War, Uncharted. We 4 years in on the PS3, and we already got 3 Uncharted coming out. We already got 3 Gears of War coming out. You know, these companies aren't putting forth any effort to bring anything new to the table, just more of the same. And I know a lot of people like to play the same thing, you know. If a game is good, I wouldn't mind more of it, but I would prefer you bring me something new to the table. Bring me something to the table I never played. You know, something different, something more creative. I just think we missing that in video gaming today. It's like little to nowhere to be seen. You know, a hot topic right now is the online pass. And a lot of people are saying, well, you should want to support the industry. You know, you should buy new games. You shouldn't buy used games. I do purchase used games. I purchase new games as well. I'm not saying I only purchase used games, but I do purchase new games as well. However, a lot of games aren't going to be purchased new by me anyway. I'm a sensible person. I'm not going to go out there and just throw my money at these companies, you know, just because I want to play a video game. I've never been that pressed to play a video game. I do love video games. I spent a lot of time in video games, but I haven't. I have never been to the point where I'm just going to die if I don't play something at the time. And a lot of these video games, you know, they lack substance to make me want to go out and spend $60 on it. Sure, I can, but then 5 hours later, I would be like, well, damn, that's $60 gone. You know, certain games like Splinter Cell and stuff like that, you get it for $60. I went out and bought the special edition version of the 360 that came with Splinter Cell because I am a hardcore Splinter Cell fan, and I was so disappointed when I played it and I beat it in like I beat that game in like 6 hours, I believe. You know, so this I could kind of see why a lot of people are against the online pass. I personally am against the online pass as well, especially for a game like Madden or NBA Live or you know something like that where they come out with a new one every freaking year. You know, I understand it from a game I understand it from a business standpoint where they want to make as much money as they can, and that's fine and dandy. But try coming out with more in-depth content and stop coming out with the same old crap, and people will support you. That's the way I feel about the whole online pass thing. Stop coming out with rehashed crap, first person shooters or basketball, baseball, whatever. Come out with some deeper contented games and people wouldn't have a problem with spending $60 on something. I'm not gonna spend $60 on something I could beat in one evening. I don't give a damn if I can play the online or not. I'm not gonna spend $60 on something that can be beat in one day. And that's just the way I feel on the lack of effort being put into video games nowadays. Leave your comments down below. I know a lot of people going to disagree with me, and some people might agree, you know, but just let me know what you think. Peace. It seems like it's just all about the cash. How can we give the gamers exactly what they got last year with a new map or something like that, and just give it back to them? We just gonna give you the same engine, the same game that you had last year. We just gonna throw a little sprinkle of a updated graphic or slightly updated graphics or a new map for you to shoot the same shit you shot last year, and we just gonna throw it in a new location. You know, it seemed like in the past, developers used to actually make video games because it was their passion. It was what they loved to do. You know, and now it just seems like video gaming has gone to the suits, and now the only thing it's like they just took all the enjoyment and the fun out of making video games, and now it's just work. You know, it's just something you go to do. It's not what you're not doing what you actually love to do anymore. You're not putting your heart and your soul into it anymore. You're just doing it for a paycheck. You know, that's what it seems like these companies are doing to these developers. It just seems like they just taking the love out of the video games. It just doesn't seem like the love is there anymore. And that's pretty much what I get from the whole, from it all. The love is just gone in video games, and it's showing because we are getting the same old repackaged games year after year after year after year. And it seems like it's no end to it in sight.